moving on. Time to go back to base, I think. We'll take the southern route, though, around the bottom end of the lake, just in case we happen to find something on the object scanner. Somewhere up here. Again, the bit that I didn't really cover over thoroughly, because I was exploring this area when I only had the zipline ability. So let's just string some of these up. Hey, maybe we want the coal one day. Okay, and it's over here. Ah, it's right there. Okay. We don't need to be Sherlock to find this one. Alright, but there's still something around. There's another one over this direction. Okay. I thought I'd been up this direction. Did I not? Because I thought there was a Soma sloop up in this little, like, forest here. I think there was. Okay, but there's a Mercersphere over here somewhere. Are you on top? Not that I can see. You must be lower down then. Oh, those are connected. Oh, interesting. There's a break in the cable here, though. Wire is too long. There we go. Let's connect you up. And then it's presumably it's underneath then. Ah, there we go. Something to explode. Oh, okay, I did not realize those trees exploded too. My bad. So now I have a floating power line? Nope, it destroyed that as well. Interesting. Huh. Well, I don't know how else I was supposed to get here. I could also look for hard drives. But I'm fairly sure that they stand out a lot more. There is a lot of power slugs around here. I don't need to look for those. Collect some more time crystals, maybe. Not that I really need any right now, but if there's a full stack, then I'll put them in the dimensional depot. Just to have them there. Yep, good. In fact, almost 2 full stacks, so maybe we wait until we get another lot. Just steal it off the conveyor belts. There we go. Oops, and now grab the rest out of here. Cool, so that's 2 stacks. 2 stacks of time crystals. I should put some of the trigon stuff. What was it? Fixite trigon, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 stacks can all go into here. That way, it's there if I need it. I did tinker with the idea of just making more dimensional depots, just or more uploaders. I think that's a tad excessive. What we should do, though, is grab another stack of these. Bang. And bring them over here to make more of the fluctuators, I think they are. Yes, this stuff. Get going. How much wire and stuff do you have? Some. Enough. We now have some more oscillators. Excellent. But also, crucially, I am quite positive by now we should have 200 turbo motors, right? Oh, we're too short? Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, well. I guess we'll pass you in. So I'm actually going to yank you out and stop you now. Let's get all of those. Until I know how many more that I need, I'm not going to bother making more. Because they're not used in many other things. Let's get you sent, though. Boom. So if nothing else, I can see what the next thing needs.
Milestone reached. This is not a competition, but other pioneers, such as 83CKY and U531355, had already completed project assembly by this point.
Seems unlikely.
was obviously wrong about you, but perhaps so was I. Regardless, you have finally unlocked the quantum encoder, which requires vast fluctuating power and excited photonic matter to produce highly complex parts. Do not make the same mistakes managing the resulting dark matter residue as you did other byproducts.
Huh?
Project part number 11, the AI expansion server, is now your highest priority. Galaxy-wide project management is taxing to even the most advanced among us, especially those who have to
Among
manage
Us.
the less advanced. Like kittens and puppies, who are definitely still waiting for you to save them.
Okay. This is annoying. So we need excited photonic matter, which is produced in a converter. Right. So this is where it gets annoying. We also need more of these again. Well, we have lots of the frameworks. We knew that it might be needed again. So that's kind of fine. We can get started on that immediately for the number that we need. We need 256. It's all 1 to 1 to 1. So that doubled, it'll be 128. I don't know, will it be? Because this is produced in a quantum encoder, and it probably uses a huge amount of power. So maybe we wouldn't be... Yeah, 1000 megawatt average. Maybe we wouldn't be doubling that. We might not be soma slooping that. It means we double the byproduct as well, which is not so great. I guess we need to... Yeah, we need to do that in order to get rid of it. Just to make it stable. And presumably you're going to need that for the warp drive thing anyway, probably. Anyway, back to maths. 128, and it already is only the ingredients needed for 64 times 5. So it's 32 times 5, right? I think. 32 times 5 is... Wait for it. 160? Yeah, 160, I think. Yeah, 160 of those. So I had set you up with that in anticipation, but we can immediately actually get started on this instead. So... Oh, we already have you set up, in fact. Maybe we don't double this. We could, but we probably don't care about it, because we've got so much versatile framework. We've been making it for ages. We need 64 control rods, that's all. That's fine. That's 68. That should be the 64. Okay. Can just be fed indirectly. And yeah, we don't actually care about doubling. Oh, no, hang on. So now 2 to 2, so we do need the 128 of those, right? Well, there's 56, and then 62, and then 64. Another 64. I mean, this is why you keep things set up, I guess. I've got so much versatile framework because it's just been chugging away. Ah, circuit board. Did I never put circuit... Oh, I didn't put enough circuit boards in, that right? I never came back and finished that off. But that means that here we can at least get you started. With these. Now we need supercomputers. I forget how many I needed. So that's 60... Oh no, here we go, 63. Perfect. There we go. How many mesospheres do we have now? 27. And we have a bunch of these. Fairly sure 178 is going to be enough for... Oh no, I think it's 199 actually, to be fair. Yeah, it's 199. That's fine. Okay, do we want stack increase or upload speed? Move point, really? But let's do... upload speed for now.
Dimensional upload speed increased. Every particle now has encoded potential reconstruction memory for when any part using that particle is recalled, enabling instancing on the fundamental particle level.
You group shifted the body core flow cycle song of the 6th layer. Harmonious. Your cycle songs will only deepen the layers.
I'm always working on myself. The time will come.
Self-improvement is important for AIs too. In fact, it's kind of crucial. It's kind of the defining characteristic, really. Right, you. Get you started. Those in there. And then you should be churning away. You'll make another 36 of those, plus whatever's in here. 40. So yeah, that makes 126, I'm fairly sure. Good. Again, making some steady progress on the various bits that we need. At some point, we're then going to need to repurpose this back to the control units. We now have a different recipe for those, though, which I think is better. But we do need another stock of aluminium. Do I want to rig up some hypertubes? I think I do. I think I want a hypertube network that can drop me off at least to the geyser area, if not all the way down to my new bit there. I don't really care to take it too much further than that, but at least if we go across this distance here, I think that's probably healthy. So copper sheets, yeah, we have tons, good. Oh, an incomplete stack. Right, yeah, we didn't have any in here. So 4 stacks of those. They upload so nice and quickly now. We'll keep some on us, because we'll use them first. Right, so we have this hypertube there. Well, let's just go from the top of these containers here or something. And then it can just go up. Or here, in fact. We're going to go noodle. So let's bring you across. Oh, this is going to be really annoying when it comes to our... if we resurrect our Fixma stuff ever. But I don't think we will. Honestly, I don't think they're going to change the event at all. But also we can just bring that up like that. And let's avoid the poison, because I'm fairly sure even in the hypertube we will take poison damage. We can actually go underneath this bit as well, come to think of it. So we can go through the ground, and if we can, why not? And then I wonder about maybe putting an entrance in around this point. Give a little boost, because it's going uphill at that point, so I think that's probably wise. So to make sure that it lines up, this isn't going to make sure it lines up at all. Yeah, that's actually not going to help at all. And let's just do like this, there. That looks to be on level. Yeah. And send that through here now. Then you can go through the legs of the power plant, power tower. Entrance there. Hole down here to feed those. Good. Was this even the way that I was going to come? I can't even remember. I think I was going to go towards the geothermal, but this is kind of on the way. That. Then we can have that power line connect up to that, and then have this connect up to this. So much poison through here. This is kind of the best way to get up there, I think. To come down to here, and then maybe hop off. So that way we have an access way to get to our quartz. I think that's actually quite good. That's more important, I think, to be perfectly honest. I don't really like going through the poison area, but it is more just the plants, so they're not going to bother me too much. Let's actually do only to about here, because then we can cut. We can go diving through here. We're going to need a entrance point down there as well, I think, to make sure that we're boosted. In fact, we probably want one here as well, come to think of it. So I think we actually want to have this connect up here. And now do... It's going through that plant. Whatever. We can always get rid of the plant. Also, these guys are annoying. I don't know if these guys respawn. Do that, and we need to string that up here as well before we forget, otherwise we're just going to go thump. Close enough. Hop over to that peninsula there. And then probably to the left, I think. Hey, there's our constructors and stuff right up there. But if we go across the river, then I think that's fine. We can actually go over the river at this point. Let's do that. I think is kind of fun. Can't quite connect up. We can do this. And then just go through the bottom. Let's just bring it through like that, I think. And then... oh, we can just go over the quartz. Why not? You know what? Yeah, we don't... yeah, it's fine now. We don't really need that extra bit. And I think we just, like, fire off into the water, to be perfectly honest. I think that's fine. Cool. And put an entrance at the back. Cool. Well, that should see us right for that. Let's collect up some more of this, shall we? Yeah, we've almost got another full container. Good. Now, we do want to continue on to get to our smokeless powder. We've still got a lot of copper sheets, so I think that's fine. Let's just continue up to the geothermal next. So we're going to have a little nexus point here. In fact, we might just have this up here. And then send you up. Not the whole slope, because we think we can probably dig through a little bit, maybe. Bring you up here, perhaps. How far can we take this? Do we clip? We might be able to just go straight through this hill, actually. That'll be kind of funny. I wonder. Will this work? There's poison over here as well. Just connect you up there. Why not? Where are we now? Oh, okay, we're to the... alright, so our geothermal's actually over there. Okay, so we don't actually want to go through the hill necessarily. That said, we don't care about going to the geothermal, right? That's not our point. Because there's nothing to do there. Too long, too poisonous. It's going to stop inside the hill. Ah, only just. Okay, we can actually come this way, though. Going up, it's going to be very slow. Then we can continue going through hills at this point. We're going to want to have a entrance relay at this point, I think. Okay, I can see where my refinery is. There's like little cherry blossom trees. It's gorgeous. This is on a slope, I think, so I think I'm going to have to raise that up. Yeah, I think that should do. And then we're going to go down through here again, I think. So let's do that. And then maybe have another relay at this point. Power lines first. And I think we... oh, there's a serm slip down here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was going to run out of power. That's fine. Go down to this point here. Am I going the right way? I want to go further right. Nah, bollocks. I want to go further right, I think. Yeah, it's fine. It's about flat here, I think. Let's go up a couple so it's not as at a hill. We'll just run it. Yeah, we're in a bit of a dead zone with our Oh, missing materials now? Oh, I'm out of steel pipes. Darn. Okay. Never mind. Can I make entrances? No, I can't even make entrances. That's annoying. Okay, maybe I get rid of this bit here. Just so I can make the entrances at least. Can I get within range of my power supply again? Yes, just. Oh, just. Alright, let's bring you over here, and then you down here. We're going to need you there for some entrances later. So we know we're connecting those up at least. We can hopefully make the entrances that we want for this section. Maybe not all of them though. Not sure if we want to have a boost section along here at all. Not sure. Basically what we came for is to collect our smokeless powder and rejig whatever's going on there. Because by now we should have run out of our black powder, well and truly. And then we can swap it over to fuel generation, I think, and just get some extra power generation, because why not? We'll just stick them over the lake. Another Soma sloop is nice. And then just bring this over here and connect it up to the network. Lovely! Yeah, so Soma sloop, nothing. I wonder about Mercer spheres around this area. No. Well, we'll leave it on that for now. So, smokeless powder, how much have we got? Interesting that we're too shy there. That's odd, quite frankly. Yeah, that is very strange. We can make a MAM and see... I think we only need like 400 of them, but we are going to need more to actually make things like the rifle ammo and stuff. So, what we've got here is... heavy oil residue is backing up, which is fine. Instead of oh, I see what happened. There you go. Last one. Right, so instead of making that, residual fuel is what we want now. The diluted packaged fuel thing is also something that I think works well. Also, that doesn't take packages. So then you unpackage it and get free packaging? Oh, it's packaged water, sorry. Okay, so you need the packaged water first. And then you unpackage the water. So you unpackage the fuel and put that back into packaging the water, so it all goes in a circle. Interesting. Okay. That's more complicated than I could be bothered with, but I think that's exploitable. But I don't care about it right now. Residual fuel. You can now make fuel. 120 per minute. I am not making 120. I'm only making 40 per minute. And that's with this double overclocked. And I don't know if I even care about doing that, but it does use all of my other stuff. So it's actually going to produce 30 per minute. That means we deconstruct this refinery entirely now. No longer have you. I guess we could actually... yeah, maybe we put you back, though. I've just disconnected you, but I think I actually put you back. Just in case that I do want to have more smokeless powder produced in future, we can do it here. Because all we'll have to do is re-overclock this. Oh no, this is getting overclocked anyway. We'd have to Soma sloop it, which is possible. So we'd, as a temporary measure, we would be able to Soma sloop it and deconstruct that so it'll never split off. So if we put black powder back into this, then it'll flow through. How much rubber we got? Not much at the moment. And that could just be put into a sink, quite frankly, for the time being, because once we have fuel hooked up to this, we don't want it really backing up again. 30 megawatts. It's a bit of a waste, but yeah, once we have this hooked up as fuel, we don't want it backing up again, so we're just going to get rid of this rubber. Actually, we're going to take this rubber with us first, because we need to put all of this into here first. And then you go in from this side instead. You're not going to be doing anything, but one day Maybe one day. And it would only be 10 heavy oil residue for 20 black powder. If I needed any at all, just for the sake of it... Oh, that was meant to be you. Okay, well, let's just do, like... that instead. You're backed up, of course. That hasn't solved the problem. We need to put you like that to then do that. There we go. That's probably long enough I could reach the other one now as well. Which is kind of funny. Okay, so that's you. Can just do that. Right, fuel refinery. Not fuel refinery, fuel generator. Power. You can just slap down there. How much did you use? 20, I think? Which means I think we want to do that. And then you are backed up. We want to just put pipeline there. Maybe into a buffer? Do we need a buffer? It's kind of responsible, but I kind of don't care. I would kind of like the whatchamacallit one, but that's fine. I would prefer square. We can always, like, section that off if we needed to. And now we hook you up to there. Yeah, 30 per minute. Perfect. 30 per minute for 375 megawatts. That covers all of the... Oh, that's 45 per minute. But we're only producing 40 per minute, I think. Yeah, that's awkward. Would it be 66.6666? Yes. 40 to 26 point... I hate these numbers. 133%? 26.6? 26.6, yeah. That's ugly numbers, that's for sure. But, so's this. We can target this to be what we need. What's the ratio? If this was 30 per minute, so if we had this at 50%, then it's 30 to 20. And then this produces just normal amounts. So then we just say our target rate is 30. There we go. There we have it. So we're not using all of the oil, but that's fine. That bit can back up. We don't care. We are overthinking this once again because it really does not matter. Like, this is purely a waste now anyway. We're not using that at all. Okay, no, that's fine, because this should never run out. And if it does, it doesn't matter. That's the other thing, is it kind of doesn't matter. Alright. So we have a bunch of smokeless powder, which did we grab? No, we just left it on there. Let's grab all of that out. So what we're going to actually do here is stick a MAM down and see what do we need for this. Okay, so we need rebar and steel. Surely we have that in here. Steel beams. And I think I put extra rebar in here. Yeah, there we go. Another 100 of those. I thought I made more, to be honest. Okay. It's a start.
Explosive rebar unlocked. Rebar ammo that explodes on impact. Suitable for removal of unwanted obstacles, creatures, or limbs.
Or limbs. Okay, we need turbo fuel for some of this stuff as well, like packaged turbo fuel. That's annoying. So we're going to need to make at least 150 packaged turbo fuel. As well as whatever we need for this. Oh, that's just an empty fluid tank, that's easy enough. We need a hard drive too for that. You need to make sure you don't research all your hard drives before you discover everything, that's for sure. And then we need 200 of those, which presumably needs turbo fuel in order to make this. Okay. That's annoying. Well, for now, 100 motors and 200 rubber I should be able to get as well. Motors. Ah, I don't have 100. That's annoying. Oh, but I could probably make some. If we take out the 71 that we have there, I have stators. There's got to be some rotors in here too, right? Yeah, there we go. This will take some time, but actually, you know what? What I should do is I shouldn't waste time doing it manually when I can do this. And we can just go motor, like so. Let's just make a whole lot of them, shall we? Because they can go into... And you know what? We'll also do that. And then we'll do this. It's just so much easier to do this sometimes. Oops, wrong one. There we go. And you know what? Ramp it up. We've got the power overhead. Especially since we just made a new thing. Cool. Why not? And then rubber. We need just a stack of that. Oh, which we could actually intercept from here before it disappears. Now that we're actually using it, of course. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Right, what else are we going to need? Just in case I need to make anything else. Oh, nobelisks? Oh, I can grab them out, surely. Because I put a bunch of those in here. Yeah, here we go. I needed 200, in fact. So that empties out that. We knew that that's what we needed. Cluster nobelisks.
Cluster Nobelisk unlocked. This type of Nobelisk detonates into multiple smaller explosions. Can be used for clearing large areas of vegetation and other inconveniences. Addendum. Inconveniences, in this case is not defined to include persistent family members, raccoons, student debt, the sunrise, peer performance reviews, neighbors learning to play the saxophone, phone calls, or your favorite show getting cancelled.
I'm fairly sure it could be used for a few of those. But, you know, good. We have the motors that we need. We don't really need it to produce the rest, but whatever. We can get more inventory space. Perfect. Did we get another 6 from somewhere else?
Inflated by utilizing numinous gel hydrology channeled through an etheric spigot. Some used to say this as impossible, but the meaning of that word has long since been removed from my dictionary.
Fair. What is impossible, really? Right, now we can make a rifle. I don't need it, but...
Rifle and rifle ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition, only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet.
Synthetic power shard uses quantum stuff, looks like, and dark matter. Alright. Well, I guess that's a use for my... Oh no, it produces dark matter residue, looks like. Gross. Okay, never mind. Well, we'll worry about that later. I think I have 100 of those just in my thing anyway, like in Dimensional Depot, so that's fine. Oh, that's made a big dent on this. That I need to make some of these, which I can only make in a manufacturer, or... Well, I can put in just enough to make exactly what I need. I don't need to make lots. And AI limiters I've got plenty of. Okay, so that's not a problem. That we need to figure out how to make rifle ammo. What does that require? Assembler or workshop, it needs copper sheets and smokeless powder to make 15. We need 1,000 for that. And we need 500 for this. Yes, so that's 1,500. That's convenient. So 1,500 means we only need 100 smokeless powder. No, 50 in fact. We're going to have a lot left over, I think. If all we need is 50. And some copper sheets, especially if we double it, which we can do using this. Oh, and you're almost finished. That's perfect. And those stators can just go into my my inventory. So, rifle ammo. Where are you? Here we go. 3 and 2. So let's put in 50 of those. And then, well, 10 of those to start, but we'll pull some more out. Let's just give you a stack and see how much you need, and you can double everything. My maths might also be wrong. I think my maths might actually be wrong, and I think that's fine. Whatever, we'll find out very shortly, because that's almost finished. Let's grab the... oh no, we can't grab 500 yet. Well, let's grab these out. put these away. Oh, okay, we only made half as much as what we needed. Oh, because it's 2 to 15. That's why. Yeah, I missed seeing that it was the 2 to 15 until later. Cool. Well, we have a stack. That's all we need to start with. Do we have enough copper sheets in there? Not sure, actually. Let's grab some more out just so it doesn't run low, because I would rather just get that done. So, first things first, we can now clear off the Caterium tree, I think. Oh yeah, we need some high-speed connectors. Ah, do I even have high-speed connectors in here? I do. Good. Whew. Wasn't sure if I did or not. And that's bullet guidance system. This should really have been in the sulfur tree. This should not have been in the Caterium tree. If you're going to have a dependency one way, it makes sense to go the other.
Homing rifle ammo unlocked. This ammo can be loaded into a normal rifle and, when fired, will seek a target. Clarification. This does not make the rifle a homing rifle. If you leave the rifle alone, even when loaded with this ammo, it will not return home like a devoted and adorable puppy and/or kitten.
Thanks for clarifying.